Hello everyone, I'm Tahor, and I'm with PrivateMe, a company that uses encryption and dispersal to create greater privacy online. I'm not, however, a photographer, I'm an MBA, so today I'm going to focus a little bit more on the business innovations. A growing trend, oh dear, a growing trend in business is to try to identify what a company does well and what others could do better. This allows everybody to focus their time and energy on what they do best. Companies find partners to help them with their manufacturing, their recruiting, their payroll, their legal work, and their marketing. Some companies have also identified the value of providing controls to users across platforms. Consider PayPal, which asks why we need to have payments processed by each seller, or OpenID, which asks why do we need to create a new login credential for every site that we use. PrivateMe has also identified an area that we feel that companies don't need to manage themselves individually. Why does it need to be the responsibility of every company to secure and protect their users' data? How, as a user, can you expect every company that you interact with to be an expert in security? We feel that this is no longer a relevant consideration, and we want to create an opportunity for companies to be able to provide their users with a high level of security. So, what makes PrivateMe such an expert in this field? Well, what we do is we provide encryption through AES 256 encryption keys, and we do this to make the data unreadable. After that, we split it into pieces and disperse it to a network of 501c6 nonprofits that protect the user data as their sole mission. Encryption provides a very intuitive advantage when it comes to privacy and security, and dispersed storage furthers this goal by making sure that you have to have access to multiple servers to be able to read the user data. This makes the system pretty much impossible for a hacker to steal data from those servers. Now, the nonprofits, it might be a little bit less intuitive or natural for them to be a piece of this, but it's a key part of what PrivateMe offers. And this is because the nonprofits allow PrivateMe to separate itself from the user data. Google has a stated goal of not being evil, but it goes around collecting knowledge, and knowledge is power, and power corrupts, so it has to constantly fight its basic instincts. PrivateMe, however, is tying its hands from the beginning. What we want to do is provide users with greater access and control of their own data, but we don't want to be tempted to exploit it ourselves. And thanks to the nonprofits, we actually won't be able to. So, if all of that hasn't yet convinced you that we really care about security and privacy, then perhaps consider our team. Our Chief Security Information Officer, Dr. Stan Stahl, is one of the people who is responsible for a system put into place to protect our country's nuclear launch codes. So, I think the system is pretty great, but where it really provides value is when it's linked to other SaaSes to protect their users' data. In addition to providing greater security, we're able to give their users greater control. Why is it that when you upload information to a website, it no longer syncs to yours? Sometimes you can't even delete data. This is something that people are getting more and more tired of, but without reading the terms of service, and really who does that anymore, it's hard to tell which companies will treat your data with respect. But with PrivateMe, users are able to quickly identify and opt for companies that will not use and abuse them. Okay, so with that overview, I'd like to show you our proof of concept web search and its associated control panel. Okay. So the web search functions pretty much similarly to any other web search that you're familiar with. So I'm going to breeze over that right now and take you into the control panel. So in the control panel, you're able to have control over the permissions that companies that use this, that offer this protection provide. So you can change your access from a company they can never have access to your data. They can have access to your data when you're online, or they can always have access. Right now we have the privacy search here, but in the future, any company that partners with us and uses our API, you'd be able to have this control with. Then entering into the privacy manager, you're able to drill down a little bit deeper and see what data they actually have access to. So I did a couple of searches here. And I have an option, should I choose to, of deleting searches individually as a whole day, or clear all of my history altogether. And I'm given a warning because this is something that you can't undo. And so, in that way, I'm able to control my own data and what other companies are able to see, and my whole history online. All right. So that's it. Thank you. Any questions?